All right, welcome to Cursive Lesson 19. Make sure you put your heading on, your name, number, date, first and last in cursive. Our directions, we're going to trace each letter and use the dots provided to practice writing each letter. So today we're working on the letters capital P and capital R. And they're very similar. So once you have the P down, the R won't be too much problem. So our starting dot is actually right above our center dotted line. So we're going to slant up, touch the top, very top, and we're going to go straight back down, well, kind of at a slant. We're going to go back up that line we just made. Then we're going to curve around and touch that line. Now P is one of the letters that you do pick up your pen to complete the rest of the word. That only happens with the capital letters. Okay, so we're starting dot. We're going to curve up to the top. Now we're going to slant down to the very bottom. Trace right back up that same line. Curve around. And then touch that line about at the dotted line there. Starting dot, curve up to the top, slant down to the bottom, retrace that line all the way to the top, curve around, make your circle, touch the line. Starting dot, curve up to the line, slant all the way down to the bottom line, retrace, make your circle, touch the line there. So now we're going to make some on our own. Here's our starting dot. Curve up to the top, slant down, retrace right back up that line, make our circle, curve around. Starting dot, slant up to the top line, slant all the way down to the bottom, retrace that same line, and curve around, touch the line. Starting dot, trace up to the top, go all the way down to the bottom line, retrace that line, and then curve around. Starting dot, trace up to the top, slant line down, retrace up, and curve around. Okay, now we're going to practice some more. Starting dot, trace up, slant down, retrace that line, then curve around. You want to make sure that the top of that circle does touch the top line. Starting dot, slant up, slant down all the way to the bottom, retrace, make sure you touch the top, curve around, touch the beginning line, or the long line. Starting dot, curve up to the top, slant all the way down to the bottom, retrace up, touch that top when you curve around and make your loop there, your circle. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace, and curve around. Starting dot, slant up, slant all the way down, retrace that line, make sure you touch the top when you make your circle. You can go below the dotted line and then touch that long line there. Starting dot, slant up, slant all the way down to the bottom, retrace up, curve around. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, curve around. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, curve around. Now R has the same steps, it's just now we'll have a loop and we'll make the line at the bottom, similar to our K. So it's a cross between the P and the K. So starting dot, we're going to trace up, slant all the way down to the bottom, retrace up, make our curve around, touch the line, make our loop, touch the bottom, make the tail. This one does connect to the next letter. Starting dot, slant up, slant all the way to the bottom, retrace up, curve around, make your loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. So there, you should not be lifting your pencil anywhere until that letter is done. Starting dot, slant up, retrace down, trace up, curve around, make your loop, touch the line, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace, make your loop, so curve around, make your loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace, make that circle like the P, but now you're going to loop around, touch the bottom, and make your tail. So all the starting steps are just like your P, slant up, slant down, retrace, make your circle, but now you're going to make a loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace, make your circle, loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Okay, let's practice some more R's. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace that line, make your circle, loop, make sure that loop touches the line, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace all the way up, make your circle, make sure the loop touches the line, go all the way to the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, loop, touch the bottom, make the tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, make your loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, make sure the loop touches the line, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your circle, make your loop, touch the bottom, make your tail. Starting dot, slant up, slant down, retrace up, make your loop, your circle, make the loop, touch the line, make your tail. Alright, now go ahead and turn it over to the back and continue practicing your letter P and your letter R, your capitals. Thank you for joining me.